The war on men is over. The Vice President of the United States, has declared it. Okay? We are liberated. Free at last. Free at last. Let's break this down. This is huge, right? This is a cultural phenomena that's happening all over the world. It's not just America. We want to make it political. Japan, China, a couple countries in Europe, they're all reporting issues in this. And I want to touch on something because I just drove out from downtown. And I'm driving out, side note, and then I'm looking up here, and there's like somebody gardening? And so I'm driving up, I'm like, is that horse shit? It is horse shit on the sidewalk. And I thought, one, who has a horse in this town? So the list of suspects, small. And then two, what are they doing downtown with the horse? And then what of the horse shit? What do we do with that? So, side tangent, but let's move. I suppose this also is a pile of horse shit on the sidewalk. The war on men. Now, we want to blame women, right? But you can't. Now, let me tell you where the problem lies. It's with older men, okay? And I slightly put myself into that category, not in the diabolical. Cannibalizing other men, younger men, who symbolize and or represent what they weren't when they were younger, or what they were and what they disdain. And it's this kooky, creepy endeavor where they're like kind of coming in, policing for safety or leadership, and kind of perpetuate this cycle of suppressing male ambition within the community. And even you could argue in like mental health circles that male characteristics have been pathologized to be all sorts of stuff, including like a symptom of addiction, which is like preposterous. I remember in my late 20s, like I would lift weights, but even like medical professionals would kind of be like, well, don't do that. It's like, what? You're a doctor. I lift weights. This is like, we live in like the most diabetic country on the planet. I'm gonna exercise you hack, right? So, and it's gotten better, but again, that's even, they'll say, well, if you work out, this probably means you're, addicted to it. And it's just like, what the fuck are we doing? Right? And you got to think, because muscles mean violence, and violence is what men are. And it's like, well, wait. And you got to think about, all right, so then, like, gender-wise, like, male violence is predominantly physical, but female violence, which is very real, is like reputational violence, psychological. I mean, it's horrible. I mean, if you talk to, women, like when they grow up, all of them get bullied. Some of them are like perpetual bulliers. It's pretty standard. It just doesn't leave a mark. And then, I'll tell you what, punch me in the face before that, any day of the week. And I've been on the recipient end of violence. I think, I don't know anyone that's been thrown off more bar stools than me. I think I try to, protect this. But, I've gotten tossed around. And I go back to the idea, and we really have to change this. Some of these 50-year-old, 40, 50, 60-year-old men, they may just be lost. This might just be hope they have a good life. But it's like, we have to encourage and foster a confident, ambitious, masculine society. And sometimes they can get combined, you know what I mean? You can have feminine violence, and then you got, God's creepy angels coming in, right? And you'll have, like, women will kind of somehow convince these older men to, like, kind of perpetuate this thing. And then when they turn around, then the women just kind of turn on them, right? They don't respect that. It was their idea, perhaps, but now it's, now it's a botch. And I speak with younger men. Like, I've met younger guys, and it's nice to be younger. I'm glad I survived my 20s. That's not like, it's kind of dim in here, isn't it? But I think, let me get near the window. Yeah, we got to change it up. This is a new day, a new dawn. Let's act like it. Free at last. Free at last. See you later.